Hi everyone, I'm back. It's Roberta with Happy on the Home Front, and I'm back with Maple-Dijon chicken breast. This is a freezer meal. It's one of our family favorites, and it also makes a great start for homemade chicken salad. So stay with me here and we will put together Maple-Dijon chicken. Okay. I have already washed and bagged up 1 1/4 pounds of skinless, boneless chicken breast strips. Okay, and I have here the reusable silicone freezer bags in the gallon size that you've heard me talk about before. There'll be a link below if you're interested. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go ahead and put this recipe together. Okay, it does start with Dijon mustard, and if you're not a huge mustard fan, don't worry. It's not like the mustard is overpowering because, you know, it cooks with the other flavors, and it's not as if you're eating, you know, a big spoonful of mustard or getting a big bite of it on a sandwich or something like that. So 2 tablespoons of real maple syrup. Okay, and we find this at Big Lots. Okay, Big Lots is a great place to look for some of your ingredients. Okay, I need these to sit up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pour 2 tablespoons into each bag. You can also make this with honey rather than maple syrup. And we've had it both ways. I prefer the more robust flavor of maple syrup, real maple syrup. Okay, and also I try to always feed my family real maple syrup because it does contain iron. I know, right? Who knew? Okay, and it also, wait a minute, not iron, I'm crazy, calcium, riboflavin, 25%, okay? Magnesium, zinc, and manganese, and all of those are essential nutrients. So, I mean, how can you go wrong, right? And it tastes delicious. Okay, so that goes in the sink. I got my hands sticky, so I'm going to do that. Okay, next we need a tablespoon of olive oil in each bag. You could also, you know, substitute with a tablespoon of butter or margarine or canola if you want to, of course. I don't think it's a huge deal in the flavor. I don't think it's a deal breaker. I just happen to have some olive oil on hand. Okay, next we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. Okay, I have reduced sodium tamari, which is very similar to soy sauce. You basically just want the soy salty flavor. Okay, and I need to get out I actually have a measuring spoon that is equivalent to 2 teaspoons. Like, who makes these? I don't know, but okay, 2 teaspoons will go into each bag. Okay, you can just use regular soy sauce, of course. Okay, you could even half this amount if you're watching your sodium intake, because it is very, very high in sodium for a small amount. Okay, next we're going to add in a clove of garlic to each bag, and that is about a teaspoon. Okay, and I'm using again my good old trusty already pre-minced garlic in the jar from Walmart. Love this stuff. It's so easy and it smells so good. Okay, and I've probably already used about, this little jar contains at least 10 teaspoons at least. Okay, so that's a great time and energy saver, and your fingers don't smell like garlic. Next, we're going to add in a half of a tablespoon of dried or fresh rosemary. Okay, I have dried. Okay, and I have, let's see, it says half of a tablespoon. Okay, so I've just got a tablespoon measure here, and I'm just going to eyeball about half of that. Okay. Okay, if you have fresh rosemary, I'm sure that is quite delicious. All right, and next, our chicken's already in there, so we are going to seal these reusable silicone bags, and it has the same type of zipper seal as your regular disposable freezer bags. I'm going to kind of squeeze out most of the air. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do both of these, and I typically put this in the oven. You can do it in the crock pot, of course, just like any other chicken with a sauce. I would say probably if it's frozen, I would say 2 to 3 hours on high. If it's frozen solid, maybe 3 to 4 on low if it's frozen. But I put this in a glass baking dish in the oven, and at 375. Okay, and then because this is chicken breast, you don't want to overcook it. So I would say between 25 and 35 minutes. Okay, and just watch it and test it, because you don't want it to dry out after you've done all of this prep. Okay, and ooh, it's so yummy. Look at that. Delicious. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to take these, and I can get some more air out of this one for sure. Okay, and just think, while these are in the freezer, waiting for their oven debut, they are marinating. So I think it just makes for a really flavorful main dish. This is a wonderful dish recipe to share with other people if you want to take someone a meal. This is super easy, as you saw, super quick. It's not very expensive. Okay, so I'm going to take both of these, and I'm going to put these in my labeled Great Value Walmart brand gallon freezer bag. You can see I'm just going to do that. It will not hurt these reusable silicone bags at all. It's the great thing about silicone. It's very flexible in this state. Okay, but anyway, this is a great recipe to use if you want to take someone a meal after they've had a baby, or an illness, or a loss in the family, or they are trying to move into a new house, or they've adopted, or just anything. So, and I'm going to call this oven Maple-Dijon chicken, and I usually call it chick. And I'm going to put 375 degrees, 25 to 35 minutes, and that just depends on what level of frozenness these are. Okay, so there you go. Easy breezy. 2 Maple-Dijon chicken main dishes ready for your freezer. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Happy on the Home Front. I can't wait to read and respond to your comments. Have a blessed day.